Hello everyone and welcome back to the beast feeding. I am here as an Amish Koala and I have got my winch. Alright winch, let us grow to a glorious, glorious victory! What? Interesting. It looks kind of like a big safari tree is the kind of feeling I get from it. Let me just collect up a bunch of these saplings here. Alright, there we go. And we already know what the wood looks like because we checked it out, but this is a delicious tree. Now we just have to get the Grand Bob the Builder Diddley, or whatever the heck that thing is called. I don't even know how to say its name. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright. I am missing 2 trees from this chest, aren't I? Does it have desert acacia in here? It does not have desert acacia. And what's the other one I'm missing? Myrtle ebony and yellow moranti. There's kapok. There's teak. What sapling is missing from my chest? Hello? Myrtle ebony, teak, balsa. Oh, is myrtle ebony in there? Myrtle ebony. No, myrtle ebony's in there. Balsa. Balsa is what was missing. Okay, right? Balsa was the missing wood. Balsa was indeed the missing wood. There we go. Alright, well, we can go ahead and take a look at the barn here, which has made quite some progress since you've seen it last. I now have 3, count them, 3 alvearies, and I'm so glad that half slabs work with bees because it makes my life so much easier to have an actual building. You can see here these guys are producing things like there is absolutely no tomorrow. Look at that, 60 honeycomb and 30 royal jelly. That is just ridiculous. Like, what am I going to do with that? I'm going to be happy. That's what I'm going to do. And here we wait, what? What happened to my iron bees? They turned into diligent bees. What? Anyway, in here, this is the iron bee. For some reason, the iron nuggets don't have a texture, but you could see them in there, the little textureless thing. That was the iron nuggets. What happened to my iron bees? That's so weird. All right, iron princess, iron drone. There we go. Let's hope they don't go disappearing on me again. That would be really freaking disappointing if I lost all my iron bees, although they're really not that hard to breed. All right, so let's go ahead and throw these guys in there. And I went ahead and pulled these guys out, and these guys need to be rebred pretty soon. Now, the reason they're so efficient is because of all the frames I have in these frame housings, and I'll show you how I do that in just a moment here once these bees go away. And I can go ahead and refill them, and they can keep producing goodness for me. There we go, that's what I wanted. Alright, put you there. Do you stack? No. Do you stack? No. Alright, I'll just do that. Alright, we'll go ahead and take out our goodies just to prevent them from overfilling too much. Alright, yeah, I don't know why these iron nuggets don't have a texture, but they do turn into iron. So if I just do you will see that they craft into iron nuggets pretty easily there. Alright, now if we just take a look downstairs here, you can see how I'm keeping these frames filled up. I have a bunch of these iron golem guys. Now, unfortunately, these were a little too high for them to reach, so I had to put this block here for them to jump up on. These clay iron golems will grab frames from this fabricator here and just put them in the frame housing. Now, this is all the automation in the frame process. The string comes from the farm outside, and the logs... Nope, it is really hard to right-click this engine. There we go. The logs and the carpenter I go chop down myself. So, you know, when I run out of logs, I have to go chop down some more trees. So it's not totally automated, just kind of the crafting and placement processes. For instance, I don't have a pipe that pumps the string into the ender chest. I have to go manually pump it. Holy fudge case, this drops so many saplings. I have to manually go put it in the chest myself. But, you know, you can't always be a wiener. Alright, we'll just shove these in here. Also, you'll notice I got rid of my iron golems for now. Just because they were kind of in the way, but that's perfectly alright. Let's see here. You go in this one, my beautiful shiny drones, and then you guys go in here. And the pollen also needs to go in this beautiful yellowy chest of goodness. Hello, there we go. Ow, that hurt. Go in, there we go. Alright, and I have a couple of extra saplings on me that we'll throw in here. You did not go into the chest as I requested. And logs go in here. There we go. Let's see here. Everything is good in the world. And replacing cherry trees with walnut trees to help stay at equilibrium was a really good idea. It appears at this point we have reached more of an equilibrium, except now the seed oil tank looks empty, which is weird because it was like full. No, yeah, it's full. So, like I was saying, what is it, common walnut? The common walnut seemed to have helped us reach the equilibrium point we were searching for. Let me just right click these pipes here. There we go. Because this guy is not overfilling and he's not underfilling, or at least he hasn't underfilled as of yet. And it just continuously produces seed oil. So the common walnuts were definitely a good move up from the cherries. I'm not actually sure if they produce a different amount of seed oil or what, but whatever the change was, it's working, which in the end is all that really matters. Alright, now that we have the bee farm here, I'm going to start working on breeding the Grand Bobadillier, whatever that freaking massive, like, accomplishment of tree breeding is. And on top of that, I'm going to start working on breeding the various resource bees, so the gold bee, the copper bee, the tin bee. All those different bees will be breeded very shortly, and I think it will be very cool and very neat. And then we'll kind of rip this down, open up the area for something else, and, you know, just kind of incinerate the apiaries now that we have alvearies. I mean, literally, these guys are practically useless, but I'm just going to use them as a breeding ground for now, while our beautiful alvearies in here run and produce us glorious, glorious, glorious materials. If I could, yep, there we go. Those iron nuggets. And it's 8 iron nuggets for an iron bar, or 9, I mean. So, you know, those guys are producing us about 2 iron bars per, like, it's 2.5 iron bars per life cycle. So every 2 life cycles, we get 3 iron bars. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but for something that just kind of runs in the background and we never have to touch, I think that's freaking brilliant. Alright, so very quickly, I want to just throw this Ednic Queen in here and see if being in an alveary grants me any more experience than it normally does. No, it doesn't look like I'm gaining experience much faster than I normally do with a Ednic Queen. Interesting. I was just doing that because I wanted to... Okay, wait, let's see here if we get... No, we're not going... Why do my iron drones keep reverting back to diligent drones? That's very frustrating. Let's go see here. I think we have another iron princess. Nope. Well, I guess we'll just have to throw the diligent and iron drone together and hope for the best in the alveary. Alright. Hello, alveary. And in you go diligent and iron. So we'll see what happens with that. And if nothing good happens, I'll be a sad koala. Anyway, I was just checking that out because I wanted to do some planning for... I'll just do that really quickly. For the What am I saying? Oh, I want to do some planning for the library. Oh, fudge cakes. Alright, well then, that went well. Let's go right back up our scaffolding here, and our scaffolding shall bring us to a glorious resounding victory of not being in a sad dank hole. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out where exactly I'd want to put the library. I may cover over this pond here and put it out here, but then it'd be a little far away from everything else, so I could always put it like right here, or this looks too close, so maybe right here, about where this pond is, will be the perfect spot. So we can set it right here, and it will be overlooking the barn and the house. Speaking of overlooking the barn, that thing needs a path back to home so that we have a very proper barn. Oh wait, actually, I might wait to do that until I tear this down, because at the moment, the way I'd want to wind the path would go right through our little breeding cell here. So I will hold off on a path from the barn to the home, and from the ceiling to the walls, until after the breeding pen has been moved to its correct permanent living area. And we'll also have to get rid of this little jankety cow pen and come up with a more permanent solution for cow breeding. Perhaps we can build some sort of little stables or something for these guys. I mean, we already built a bee barn, so we don't want to just build a second barn. That'd be strange. But I'm sure we can come up with some sort of cow-based living area. You know, we want them to be open range and have a little housed-in area to live. Let's look at our wood options. No, maybe chestnut, a nice chestnut-based building for them. We could use a mixture of chestnut and lime wood. That's lime wood? I think of lime, I think of green, but that's okay. Just kind of like when I think of blue stained clay blocks, I actually think of something that's blue and not purple, but you know what? These people do what these people do. And I'm sure this is probably more accurate to lime wood's normal color than actual lime wood. That'd be kind of silly. So yeah, maybe we can get some of these chestnuts going, and I'm pretty sure the Grandier Balba, or whatever the heck that tree is, I'm pretty sure that is what produces this green heartwood, which looks very cool, yet I have not thought of anything I could build with it yet. Likely it will become more of an accent block than anything else. Yeah, I just don't know. So, because I don't... how do you even spell that? Grand Bibliop. Yep, there it is. See, I can't even see what type of wood it produces, but I'm going to assume it's probably the green heartwood, because I don't have that wood yet, and it's definitely not willow wood. If I go look up willow, willows have to be grown in like swamps or something like that. Willow, yeah, there's willow wood. There's also, is that the white willow? That is the white willow, yeah. That's willow wood, and then there's also the speary, which I can get, wait, what? Is it Sipiri? Yeah, there it is, the Sipiri sapling, and that is gained from a jungle, which should not be too hard. So if we just come back here. Now, if I just look down the tree breeding line, let's see here, limewood, chestnut, sequoia, kapok, ebony, mahogany, balsa, willow. Yeah, I'm almost positive that the green heartwood comes from the Grand Balbier, what the fudge cakes is its name. I don't even know, man. It's such a strange name. No one knows. No one knows how to say it. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the bee barn and the direction I ended up taking it, and I'm quite excited to see what we can actually get done with the bees. I mean, just look at all of this glorious stuff they are producing for us. Just so much goodness in such a little amount of time. We are well on our way to being able to kick back and just live our happy Amish lives, Maybe open up a Amish Bucks coffee shop and some short mead joints, perhaps. But next time, we're going to go ahead and sit down and start clearing out an area and getting ready to start building our beautiful and wonderful library. And hopefully our library will be glorious and it shall give us tons of levels. I definitely have enough stuff to build another 1 or 2 alvearies. Why are there so many yellow flowers right here? That's just silly. Anyway, hopefully I definitely have enough stuff for at least 2 more alvearies at this point, and I'm sure I can very shortly build a 3rd one out of all the stuff we are getting at rapid speeds. But until next time, when I have gotten ready to make yet another alveary, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm going to be putting more string in my ender chest. Toodles!